I guess for you, like you've been in entrepreneurship and business, what now, for like the past 3 or 4 years?
Um, 2018, 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about like when you first started and the skill sets you built that allow you to do what you do today with client ascension and with your personal brand. I think that's a big force multiplier that we'll get into.
So I feel like when you're a beginner, in regards to like copywriting or just selling things online, I feel as if in the beginning you have this kind of veil where it's like, I remember watching like trying drop shipping like a couple of times, and I'd go watch and like, oh, Facebook ad tutorial, I'm going to show you how to like make good Facebook ads. And they'll say some things like, yeah, so in general, like advertising, you want to like make a claim what your product is going to help them with. Like for instance, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this tooth powder, but it's like, that's not really like, it doesn't even, and then I sit here and I'm like, oh yeah, and just making like stupid, like non-high impact claims like that, continuously trying to sell other things. And then one day you kind of sit here and just like, all right, I feel like this is all dumb. I'm just going to do this one kind of out there thing. And I can't even describe it, where it's like, you just screw everything everyone else is saying. I'm just going to try this, and like, bam, it works. And you're like, oh, this whole time advertising and cold emails and just like speaking to people online to try to get them to your stuff, it was never an input output mechanism. It was never, oh, just like write this in your ad and send it to more people and bam, you make sales. It literally doesn't work like that. It's like you're speaking to individual humans. So I feel like that was the first thing. Probably took me about a year and a half to break past that veil, I guess you could say. But oh no, I'm speaking to actual humans here. And the other thing is testing, because you find really weird things. And I'll give you, for instance, my first agency was an Instagram growth agency, and I'd sit here and I'd look at, there were competitors, obviously. I literally copied the business model from these two dudes I found online. And their claims were, like, their value proposition is, oh, we'll help you get more followers. And then I sat here and I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to make the claim, I'm going to help you make more money on Instagram. And then I'm sitting here and I'm using that claim, and it's like, I mean, the business, it's not really like growing too much. And then I just switch it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to help you get more followers immediately, like more sales. And I'm like, that's so dumb. It's like these people this whole time, my niche was fitness coaches. That's what I did, and kind of like influencer-esque type people with like, they weren't actually selling anything. But so they were just interested in followers. They literally didn't care about making money on Instagram at all. And I was like, wow, that's so weird. I made this assumption that was totally incorrect. So you can't really sit here and make assumptions. And I feel like a lot of people do this when they're trying to come up with some like business model. Like they hear learn a high income skill, and then they like learn a couple things. They learn how to like use Zapier, a little bit of copywriting, a little bit of sales, and they try to like take these skills and like spawn some offer with some value proposition that has no evidence that it even actually works. So what you need to find the precise language, like the exact syntax that your prospects are using. And now we sat here a couple of days ago, like literally in the client ascension sales team chat, like one of our setters just showing us text message conversations, and there's people saying, yeah, like I've been like I've wasted so much money on Facebook ads, or I don't want to have to rely on an outside agency to get clients. So I took that exact syntax and put it on our landing page. And I did a split test on ClickFunnels, and immediately, instantly, just more opt-ins, way more sales calls. And I'm like, wow, that's so interesting. And then starting to actually be cognizant of who is interested in sending cold emails. We were originally just sitting here with the target market of marketing agencies. Like, oh, if you're a marketing agency, we'll show you how to get clients with cold email. But it's not just marketing agencies. It's B2B companies. It's consultants. It's freelancers. It's anybody with literally any kind of offer that can be sold to another business, right? And if you really have to sit here and pay attention, because we could have sat here just making the claim like, oh, if you're a marketing agency, we'll help you scale to $30K a month. And we literally never would have got to 500K a month. Like it wouldn't have happened. It's not the correct claim of the person who is otherwise interested in it. So you might think you know what you're doing, but you really actually don't. And you have to sit here and speak to people and find out the precise language, like exactly what they're saying. I think that's super, super important.